Oh, thank you. I heard how I became a little bit against Israel was, excuse me, that they oppressed the Palestinians. And I wondered what you might have to say about that, because I've seen it. I went to that conference that he was talking about, and I've been hearing it for several years. Like, I didn't used to pay attention to the Middle East that much, because it's just, it's just the same problem all the time. And then in the last few years, I've been listening more, and
so you hear propaganda, or you perceive that Israel is oppressing Palestinians, but
I hear it from
Arabs don't oppress Jews or Christians.
That's fine.
The only place in the Middle East where Arabs live with freedom, Arabs and Muslims, is Israel. If you ask any Arab who's living in this tiny, tiny country that you can hardly see on the map, if you ask these Arabs, would you like to move to Cairo? Would you like to move to Jordan? Would you like to move to Syria? Your brotherly people in Islam? They will say no. We have freedom here.
In Palestine?
Inside Israel, not Palestine.
Oh, well.
This is Israel.
Okay.
So,
well,
in my opinion, if there's first of all, Israel is not the neighbor of Switzerland and Denmark. The neighbors of Israel are not Switzerland and Denmark. The neighbors of Israel is a cutthroat. If you are not in the right place, you will be zapped just because you're Jewish. Okay? And if you don't know that, first of all, you cannot be Jew and visit Saudi Arabia. It's illegal.
No, this is not. Wow.
And yes.
No. I had friends.
And in Saudi Arabia, if you're not a Muslim, you can't visit the area of Mecca and Medina. Oh. And if you you're not allowed in Saudi Arabia to wear a cross or wear a Star of David. Oh. You're not allowed to hold a Bible. If you go into Saudi Arabia with a Bible in your luggage, they'll take it from you. You're not allowed to practice your other religion. Muslims inside Israel are allowed to practice their religion. They have mosques. Christians are allowed to practice their religion inside Israel. So if you compare Israel to the Arab world, it's like night and day. It's like night and day. So the only problem for Israel is the terrorism. And terrorism, because of the borders, Israel is so tiny, and the borders are so, penetration can come from everywhere. So they have to be very diligent. They have to be, what would you do if you're the president of Israel and your children, while they're eating pizza, are blown up? Blown up by a terrorist. What will be the reaction? Put a checkpoint and search every Arab that come in? Or blow them up? Israel is capable of blowing up a lot of Arab countries. They can do it. They don't do it. They don't do it. Because they have moral standards. They don't do it. But if the Arab world have the atomic bomb, they use it. It was on the Egyptian TV, I think. Recently, somebody was saying, if we just get the atomic bomb, we'll just shoot Israel off the map. So, you have to understand Israel in the context.
Okay.
They have to have checkpoint. They have to search. They cannot, to them it's existential threat. It's not even funny. It's not a joke. It's at the life of the children. So they have to search. They have to be very diligent. And in spite of all of that, the Arabs inside Israel love it. They don't want to leave. The Arabs what's inside Israel. If I have to live anywhere in the Middle East, it will be Israel. And I'm not Jewish.
I learned a lot.